If your husband is the type that married you because of your slim nature and now you are very fat, can't you see that that could make that man to start looking outside? And one day he will look and see exactly what will make him to keep being there. Don't leave yourself too much, because this is actually what a lot of women do after giving birth. They'll be like, after all, I've gotten married. They'll just leave themselves. They will just get way too big. When you get too big, way bigger than your man expected, if you are still in a relationship, that man may leave you. Then if you're already married, your husband may not leave, but it could prompt him to start cheating. Fine, I know a cheat is always a cheat, but there are some sins you will never commit unless you are presented with the temptation. Let's try as much as we can to help them to remain faithful to us. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl Amarachi, and this is Ametun. In today's video, we are going to focus on how to take care of ourselves as ladies, particularly after giving birth. In order to remain relevant, in order to remain sexy, in order to remain in the hearts of our husbands. If you are interested in knowing that, please stay glued and watch to the end. A lot of times after giving birth, a lot of things change in a woman. You start by having protruding stomach and all of that. You start getting fatter most of the times. And some of these things can be very overwhelming for men. And this could make your husband to start losing interest in you. A lot of times women will be like, it's because I gave birth, it's because, fine, everybody knows that. But sometimes we need to put ourselves in that man's shoes. Imagine you now as a woman. Your favorite color is blue. So you went to the market and bought a blue dress. And because blue is your favorite color, you are adoring this particular dress. You wear it for special occasions. You really love it. Then after a while, this particular blue dress you love very much could start fading. It will start washing. And before you know what is happening, it has turned to yellow. And yellow is not the color you like. How are you going to feel? Before you know what is happening, you lose interest in that dress. So this is exactly how it is in the eyes of men. Maybe your man married you because you were very slim. He saw you, he liked your figure and married you. But what he's seeing now is just the opposite of what he married. You are now way too big. Now, you no longer tickle his fancy. So you see, when you look at this thing deeply, you can't really blame him as such, because he likes what he likes. So that's why I'm making this video, so you can take better care of yourself. This video is important to me because of two reasons. One, because it's relatable. It's something we face every day as women. Two, because all of us are in this together. As I'm advising you, I'm equally advising myself. We are all in the same shoe. So as a woman you are, there's every need for you to take care of yourself, so you will not fade in your man's eye, so your man will not lose interest in you. After giving birth, your stomach will still be big. And because you are still breastfeeding, there is every tendency for you to become very hungry most times. And that's actually where the problem lies. We should learn to minimize the quantity of food we eat after giving birth. It can be very hard, but try as much as you can to be limiting the amount of food you eat. You can eat regularly, but in smaller quantities. That way you won't be that fat. You can relate as a woman because you are the one, going through all this. But you see, that man is not his problem. What he knows is that he married you when you were slim. He liked slim figure, that's why he came for you. And now what he's seeing is something else. He does not really understand, the workings of this thing. So you have to help him. Try not to get too big. Like I said, I'm advising myself too. So I know it's not easy. I can relate. But as much as you can, please eat little. It's not about avoiding this set of food, and you could eat everything, but just in little quantity. Eat little of everything. Don't eat too much simply because you have a lot of food available. You have to consider your partner too. Being too big, having big stomach can actually interrupt lovemaking, particularly if you and your partner always go for missionary style. That your big stomach will always come in the way of that, and I don't think it's a good thing. So there is every need for you to work on yourself. If you want to do exercise, that's very good, but the key to all these things is eating healthy. Even if you can't, maybe it's expensive and all of that, just eat little of everything. Help yourself. So if you don't want your husband to lose interest in you, if you don't want your man to lose interest in you, work on yourself. It can really be heartbreaking. Just like the example I gave, you actually liked a particular color. You actually like this figure. This is what I want. This is what I want. You go to the market to buy that thing, only for you to come back, and after a little while, that particular thing will no longer be as it used to be. Naturally, you will lose interest in such a thing. If you are a man watching this, you people should also, be understanding at times. All these things are not easy. There is every tendency for somebody to become fatter, at least after giving birth, whether or not you eat too much. So you have to be understanding as well. But my ladies, please, this is high time we started working on ourselves. And so you will not chase your husband away. If your husband is the type that married you because of your slim nature, and now you are very fat, can't you see that could make that man to start looking outside? And one day he will look and see exactly what will make him to keep being there. And if you are a young woman looking at me, maybe you've not gotten married, you are still in a relationship, you have to practice this as well. Don't leave yourself too much, because this is actually what a lot of women do. After giving birth, they'll be like, after all, I've gotten married. They'll just leave themselves. They will just get way too big. When you get too big, way bigger than your man expected, if you are still in a relationship, that man may leave you. Then if you're already married, your husband may not leave, but it could prompt him to start cheating. Fine, I know a cheat is always a cheat, but there are some sins you will never commit unless you are presented with the temptation. Let's try as much as we can to help them to remain faithful to us. At least let's do our own part and leave the rest for them. I wish you the best of luck. We've come to the end of this video. Give it a thumbs up and share it so it will get to every woman you know. Information is power. If you have any questions, reactions, contributions, do make use of the comment section. And if you are seeing this pretty face for the first time, or you've been watching my videos without subscribing, kindly hit on the subscribe button and stay glued, because at Ami too, we have a whole lot coming your way. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in my next video. Bye.